because we all need to know what to watch on TV. What's all the juicy stuff? So we have April Neal joining us, and I get to begin by pinching her because it's St. Patty's Day and she's not wearing green.
I'm not wearing green.
I'm pinching you. You're wearing red.
I know. A day late and a dollar short. I'm sorry.
What do we need to watch, April?
Well, if people ask me all the time, what should I invest in as far as the streaming service? Right now is the time to have Max because of White Lotus. It's an HBO show. There's a lot of great HBO shows: The Last of Us, The Righteous Gemstones, Real Time with Bill Maher, and The White Lotus, which I know you love, and I love talking to you about it because
I love The White Lotus.
There's an Idaho connection. John Grease.
Yes.
Okay, he was in Napoleon Dynamite. John Grease was Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite. Now that is Jennifer Coolidge, and she was the fated, wealthy woman who was lured by John Grease right there, who we didn't realize in season 1 was such a bad man. Well, it's cut to season 2. Poor Jennifer met her fate from the evil gays that were in cahoots with him.
Yes.
And now we're in season 3, which we're watching, and here he is, the jaded, his wife is gone, he's got all her money, and he's hiding out in Thailand. Talk to me about how you're feeling this season.
Oh, it's...
Poor Belinda, I just saw her.
I know, it is, I love it when you have the through line from the previous seasons kind of coming into the next season opposed to like starting a whole new story fresh.
Yes.
Because then you get a little backstory in there. It is already... There's just so much bubbling beneath the surface. And that's what I love about White Lotus, and that's what I love about the writing and the performance, is that the way that they start the season, they give you a little hint of what's to come, and then you go back, right? So the whole time you're watching, you're guessing. You're like, ooh, is this the person that loses it? Do they go off the rails? Ooh, which one's really the bad person? Because every character has some kind of
a very strange
character that you're like, oh, well, they could easily be the one.
Exactly.
They could be the one. And that's the whole mystery behind White Lotus that I love so much.
I know. I'm worried for Belinda, though. My goodness.
Me too.
I mean, she kept looking at her closet in the last episode that I watched. She was like looking at her closet like something was awry, like someone had been in her space and opened the doors, and she's like, I didn't do that. But a lot of people ask me, when you go to vote for in the Critics' Choice Awards, these subtle performances for supporting actor, John Grease really deserves to be noted because he gives off such, and you're a trained actor, so to deliver a subtle performance that's so powerful, and he does it. He just exudes evil now in this season, and you're really worried about Gary Gray.
He doesn't have to say anything. He just sits there.
He's a really good actor.
From him, his physical characterization and just his look, his gaze, his energy. You're just like, ooh, gross.
I know. And then the 3 women, Carrie Coon, who, by the way, is in The Gilded Age, also on Max and HBO. That's coming. Well worth your time. Carrie Coon is the one from New York, and the 3 women that are together. And their whole friendship is kind of devolving. Politics ruins everything.
It's all so juicy. It is all
I love
so juicy. I love it.
I know. I love talking about this show with you. It's great. It's good TV.
White Lotus. You got to watch. Okay, what else?
Well, our dear friends at Paramount Plus, they know we do a lot of giveaways, and they actually watch our show. The publicists love this show, and they sent the, here, I don't know if you can see it, this is not even in the stores yet. This is season 2 Blu-ray of Tulsa King, which Sylvester Stallone, this is a Taylor Sheridan show, by the way, like Landman and Yellowstone. This is a Taylor Sheridan show. And they sent us a copy to give away to one of our viewers, and
that's exciting.
Very exciting.
Thank you
so
so
that
much,
will be on our giveaway page.
Awesome. Okay, so if you're a big fan of Tulsa King season 2, Paramount Plus,
great show.
You can have a nice little copy for your collection at home, and you get to watch the whole thing. I love that. That's fantastic. Wonderful.
They're good to us.
Yes. What else you got going on, April?
Well,
busy lady.
Again, I'm gonna keep harping. The Righteous Gemstones is back, and I was shocked at the first episode. Danny McBride. It's a comedy. It's a comedy about religion for money and of this family that's sort of monetized, a mega church. But this first episode that aired last night after the White Lotus was like watching a Band of Brothers episode. Bradley Cooper was cast as one of the gemstone original, in the 1800s, one of their ancestors. And it was so powerful, and there was nothing really funny about it. It was like watching Band of Brothers. It was so atypical from a typical Gemstones episode. So I really do encourage people. This is the last season for the Righteous Gemstones, so I do encourage people to watch it.
And those who are not familiar with Righteous Gemstone, give us a real quick Cliff Notes version of what the story is about.
Sort of like the Graham dynasty, the Billy Graham dynasty, or I'm not really up on televangelists, but they're a televangelist family that makes a fortune off of these mega churches, and it's sort of, you know, Walton Goggins, who's in the White Lotus, is also in this. He plays Baby Billy.
Okay.
And so
see, that in itself is just intriguing enough. That's all you have to say.
Walton Goggins, love him.
April, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And if you want more details on this, all the shows that April and I discussed and more, make sure that you go to our idaho-today landing page at ktv.com. Follow us on social too. Yes. April does some great write-ups on all those shows that give you even more detail than what we discussed here today. All right, you know what? It's St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to pinch April. But Angie's wearing her green because she's helping us celebrate in the kitchen. Yes, and she's making some great sweet treats for us and the kids. Those details coming up.